closest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, BYU! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They'll try the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that. The most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to play a big difference.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Klein. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion and second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Working that left side now. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out fast. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. It's complete to the left. Still running at the 40. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, BYU. Once he got some room.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The option look. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent, all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They'll send the back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this is why offense is tough. They want to keep it in 3rd and short, a 3rd and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the 1st down.
He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one's saved a touchdown at least for now.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. It's Conrad. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. To the air, it's Klein. Safe completion on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive Boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the battle between Utah and BYU plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Johnson looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, in the third play of the drive, third down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this...
Touchdown, Utah! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards. Brown to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional run.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something.
They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man on the right. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On the ground, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Won the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Scanning the field, it's Klein. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire, buying some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Utes with the 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to find his man in the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down to this offense to set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Quick strike complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Utes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. On the option. That's a fumble on the play. defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Back to throw, it's Klein. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touch. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to add another. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better, if it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 14 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Green. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Utes are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run it in. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Conrad. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Klein. Gets it out quickly. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Got to be quick. Clock's at 10. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as